radioactive dairy in my diary. I'm from a lactose intolerance community. I want to circulate the units in the unity. The continuity of opportunity for stacking bands. Opportunity to stack the figures with your family. I can show you how to get the figures in advance. I don't see nobody else but us giving a damn. So let me know what you wanna do. If you wanna build, I'm Bobby. If not, sucker, kick it in the lobby. I got a lot to do. I'm gonna watch what you gonna do. See, if you wanna build, I'm Bobby. If not, then chuck a deuce. You throwing off the vibe. Man, I don't die time. It's all about the vibe. All that I got time. I ain't got the goose. Stack with me. Don't come down.
What you mean you don't know how I'm stepping? What you mean you don't know what I'm repping? I'm good in my hood like they call me the blessing. You jacking my side, you gotta come and check in. At the way it get hectic, don't let me slide up on you, no electric. You hit them like it's Tetris. You felt the way and all you do is texting. Listen, I don't know why they mentioning beef. I don't think no one better than me. You can say what you want, but my steppers don't speak. If I tell them to go, then they stepping on 3 like border chain. That's competitive. Me make it rain in your hood like I weather the streets. On my label, we good. I'ma get to the breach. You only as tough as your weapon could be. I done caught me a Dylan. I got off the block. To the hate and put that on the watch. Had the ice on my neck, cause little shorty on hot.
I can get it gone in a blink. Stack money. We can make a from the sink. Money. He can make a call if he tweet. Black money. I can make a ball when I speak. Rap money. Brother used to hide 100. The hashback partner used to bust a couple scams off of Snapchat. Shorty tryna come up on the bands cause of that. We don't give a Uncle Sam if you ask that. Where the cash in the middle. Boy, I just solved the riddle for this pound cake. Giggles, now I see fiddle all around me. Little, my head was on a swivel. He was pushing a rental. Ain't it coincidental? He ain't really talking money. Who he talking to? Homie, hop it, need a they awesome. I can charge a band to get a glimpse of what I'm about to do. They be talking to every about what they ought to do. Yeah, I ain't tripping off of nothing. My name is Topic Discussion. If I give them attention, they all would probably start blushing. So power and hunt is the only thing that I'm crushing on. Bonafide stood on everything that I stepped on. I can get it gone in a blink. Stack money. We can make a from the sink. Money. He can make a call if he tweet. Black money. I can make a ball when I speak. Rap money. Brother used to hide 100. The hashback partner used to bust a couple scams off of Snapchat. Shorty tryna come up on the bands cause of that. We don't give a Uncle Sam if you ask that. Where the cash at?
They couldn't see me coming with binoculars. Even if they did tell me who the was stopping us, the options keep popping up. Cops trying to lock us up. When it's out the picture, but it ain't no Diddy cropping this. Sorry, officer, I'm a hood philosopher. In the open all the chakras up the block inside it and molten lava. Check your thermometers. These rats is anonymous. The climates in Guatemala, bro. Bet your bottom dollar your favorite rapper to get devoured. Sign his death certificate quick. Like sayonara. In fact, it's better if he quit and save himself a problem. He ain't got a chance to solve him. Tell me get him any.
Gone in a blink. Stack money. We can make a from the sink. Money. He can make a call if he tweet. Black money. I can make a ball when I speak. Rap money. Brother used to hide 100. The hashback partner used to bust a couple scams off of Snapchat. Shorty tryna come up on the bands cause of that. We don't give a Uncle Sam if you ask that. Where the cash at?
Comparing the 3, let us exist in peace. I'm really just getting started. You've only witnessed the tease. 10,000 steps ahead as I choke on it. 2017 was my moment of truth. I was a year away from not being known as a youth. Approaching manhood. Peach fuzz covered my chin. Even then I would leave rap going with the wind. I'm not a
Today from Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. It's Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports. Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills versus Aaron Rodgers and the New York Jets.
Well, there is a brand new stadium starting to take shape just across the way, but for now, the action is here at Highmark Stadium in Buffalo, New York. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Buffalo Bills. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at the Bills entering play here. The streak continues, doesn't it? They come in a perfect 10-0.
And it's not just that they're winning, it's how they're winning. All phases of the game coming together for this team.
And we are underway in Buffalo. No run back here on the opening kickoff, as we'll start at the 25. The new-look Jets ready to go on offense, and it is the veteran Aaron Rodgers at quarterback.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie, one of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss, and despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
Now Hall to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The numbers for Hall in last week's ball game. 14 carries, 61 yards, and a touchdown.
He comes into this one ranked 9th in the NFL in rushing. I think that every member of that offense knows exactly where he sits. You can see it from every one of them out there. They're all fully committed to making this a game where he really breaks free and climbs a couple of spots.
Meanwhile, Rodgers throw into the hands here of Hardman. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. You look at this Buffalo defense. They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the number 1 overall offense in the league.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On the return, Hardy. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Well, here come the Bills for their first possession, led out by their 27-year-old quarterback in year 6. It's Josh Allen.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl-type season, and maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year, and with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Well, he's going to take a shot right away, and that's going to be incomplete. So, Charles, you talk about this offense, how well they've played. I mean, the defense, too, really. But they're sitting at 10-0 now on the year. 4-0, 5-0, that's nice. But once you start hitting double digit, a fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. That one good for 37 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. Now a 2nd and 10. Now Allen again. And that is incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. So on fourth down, off goes Allen. On comes Tyler Bass for the Buffalo field goal. From the left hash, this from 39. The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And this is caught. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Deebo Samuel, 44 yards. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring. And another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Micah Parsons in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
On second down, a run with Hall. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. You look at this Buffalo defense. They were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
I lost count of the number of turnovers that were occurring in that game, right? I mean, I had a clicker going after a while. 5, 6, 7, 8. It was unbelievable. There have been that many turnovers or takeaways, however you want to say, in the game since the Reagan administration. This is absolutely unreal.
I was in diapers. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And taken right at the 35. 34 yards on the return. But for a moment, looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Throwing on first down is Allen. There's Beckham. Great grab. That one goes for 30 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Deebo Samuel with a milestone. Career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list. And the Bills are able to stretch out their lead. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts, passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Jets. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. There's a short one caught by Uzama. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Now it's Rodgers. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. Now Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Back to the ground with Hall. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On play action, Rodgers completes it to Hardman, and he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Throwing is Rodgers, and the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Carlos Basham. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Zerline's kick is up and through, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. So here are the Bills to take over. They've got the lead yet again in this ball game with their winning streak right now sitting at 10. Steps away. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. From midfield, here's Allen. Pass is tipped, but he's still able to bring it in. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 3 catches, 64 yards, and a touchdown.
And now has 11 touchdowns on the season, and in no way is that just simply luck. That's a great combination of route running, determination, and making nice catches.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage, and it was nearly intercepted. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Allen now looks to throw. That is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Allen off the play fake. Oh, some strong running. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football. So after the big play on fourth, here's 1st and 10. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Damian Harris, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills are able to widen their lead here in this first half. And on his way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run. Making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle. No running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
Here's Bass now for the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it was Damian Harris who finished things off with a touchdown run. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah, right? A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield and giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. That is caught, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And he'll find Hall. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard game last week. So we requested he was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off. But not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball.
Contend just to bring this out. Contend just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The New York set to take the field. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Rodgers now on 1st down. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Hall on a give up the middle. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 2 yards, good enough for a first. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up 2nd down. Straight ahead is Hall. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
Rodgers going to throw. And that is incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
So Rodgers will depart, and on is Greg Zuerlein for the Jets field goal. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and they knock that deficit down from 29 to 26. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive. They stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal for the offense. 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow, and I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Deebo Samuel again. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in them. In one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Tyler Bass now for the point on here in this first half. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The New York set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 42-yard line. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And again, it's Rodgers. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And the Bills are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Now Allen. Pass delivered successfully to Knox on the out route. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Here's Allen. Rolling to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. He'll have the 1st down and more than that. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Deebo Samuel on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Bills are an extra point away from going up by 40. Even though he was forced from the pocket, still able to adjust, make the long throw, and it ends with a really big touchdown.
Yeah, moving to his left. The key to everything when they're moving outside of the pocket, doesn't matter which side, making sure those shoulders get around and you get back square so you can get everything on the throw and create the big play we just saw there downfield.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The New York set to take the field. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I
was going for the age.
I remember looking over at it, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Rodgers again now. And this is going to be incomplete.
He's 2nd in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Here's Rodgers. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Micah Parsons able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Fighting him off. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Mark that down as a punt return of 78 yards. And the Bills will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Well, it certainly feels like that kind of game, doesn't it? No matter what they do, it's going to work. That might be the absolute crusher right there. A punt return for a touchdown.
Feels like there's been a lot of crushers in this game. This lead just gets bigger. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. Well, it's no secret. That's why they have him return punts. He has the capability to take them back, and he did so there. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park, where the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started down at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, where it was the visiting Raiders who were able to come away with the road win. Devontae Adams, well over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown catch as well. Next, we head off to check out another game. And you can see they have the lead over the visiting Seahawks. Cooper Kupp, over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown catch as well. Finally, let's get to Silicon Valley. Check on the 49ers at home at Levi Stadium. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. Christian McCaffrey has a touchdown there. The Bills got a terrific first half from the man on the cover, quarterback Josh Allen. He had it going right away. 2 touchdown passes in the first quarter, 2 more in the second. 4 touchdown passes all told. And he's likely not done yet.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Taken at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Deebo Samuel trotting out with his offense to start this next drive. What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly right. And let's face it.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Bills. Deebo Samuel, his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list. And the Bills have got it on cruise control. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. The Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. In motion right is Davis. He'll give it to Hall to start the drive. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll send a tight end in motion right. On 1st and 10, it's Carter. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle.
Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
A handoff for Hall. And he'll be close to a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 39. 43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Rodgers now to throw.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and they will remain well behind.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown. Deebo Samuel, 54 yards. And the Bills are pouring it on. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. And the Jets set to take the field.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Here's Hall again. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3. Here's Rodgers to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. On play action. Now Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Jair Elam makes a pick. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And he will find his man, Samuel. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 19 yards that time for number 19.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Back to Deebo Samuel for consecutive catches. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. And am I seeing this correctly? They brought out the field goal team here on 1st down. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead. Well, the only silver lining on the other sideline, CD, is that they kept him out of the end zone, but still, that's another 3 points added on to this large lead.
Yeah, no shortage of scoring or big plays on defense in this one. And even up by 4 possessions, still finding ways to create opportunities and capitalize with points.
And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Here's a give to Hall. And he'll have a Jets 1st down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down. Off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. We're in the 3rd quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10. On the draw, it's Hall. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. And check down, complete to Hall. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 39. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Micah Parsons. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Only 3 yards on the pickup. They'll be left staring at a 3rd and 14. We need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
This is taken at about the 14. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Deebo Samuel trotting out with his offense to start this next drive.
He's been almost impossible to bottle up. You see that number 10 on your screen, a big reason why they have the lead.
One of the guys that's being featured in this.
Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. 39 yards there, a big one.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Bills. Deebo Samuel, 42 yards. And the Bills get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
On for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. To the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. Another go-around now for the Jets offense. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw
that his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Here's Allen to throw it. This will be caught. It's Samuel. Touchdown! Deebo Samuel, 28 yards. And the Bills are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. A familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it,
They came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
The extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. Time for another drive here for this Jets offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Rodgers. And now here is another interception. And he is going to score. It's a pick-6 and a Bills touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick-6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Rodgers on the slant. He's got Davis. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Von Miller, he was the one getting in there, able to wreak his usual havoc.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Looking to throw. Rodgers on the slant. He's got Hardman. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Back to throw. Rodgers. Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
Here's Thomas Morstead now. as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line. Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one maybe his best yet.
Yeah, he certainly got his leg loose by now. It kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning.
A leap, and he's got it. He got it. That one good for 37 yards.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Allen rolling to it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. John Franklin Myers. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. To throw, it's Allen. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Up huge on the scoreboard, and they're still trying to add to their total. That shot doesn't connect, but I don't think it'll dissuade them from attempting another one.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. Allen going to throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Bills. Odell Beckham becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Bills add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad is on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Ed Oliver in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon.
You can almost see all the defenders rubbing their hands together with glee because we all know they relish the chance to bring down a quarterback of his caliber. Anyone who brings him down has plenty to talk about. Not just a sack, but a big win built off the efforts of this defense.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. To throw, it's Rodgers. A throw to the flat for Carter. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A good return there, 17 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Bills getting set to go. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best.
That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. The Charles are still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead, and some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen, 15 yards. And the Bills have 11-0 in their sights as they add on to their lead. CD, it'll go into the books as just one win, but this is a really impressive win. They've done it on defense, and here they continue to do it on offense. Another score in the 4th quarter to widen that advantage.
I like where you were going with that one. Would you say, partner, it was really 3 victories today? Landslide on the scoreboard, emphatic victory on either side of the ball. They really got it done.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. So out now come the Jets. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you've mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly. And my goodness, another interception. Pick made by Terrell Bernard. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Rodgers' throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Now it's Rodgers. He'll get that one to Carter, complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up second down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 3. Now Rodgers. A short throw to Kohlman, the tight end. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 43. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And incomplete. They tried to drop it off, but he couldn't hold on. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New York. Did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
In his own end zone, it's Allen. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. It got his man complete. A big play here for Buffalo. 49 yards. On first down, Allen. Oh, and that is incomplete. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the Bills winning on the road, so they look for the sweep here in Buffalo. Here's 2nd and 10. So Allen's going to look to throw. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Well, sometimes when you try to defend OBJ, you're going to get a PI call.
You might get a PI called at just about any point during his route. And I think a lot of teams have taken the whole philosophy of, hey, just go ahead and do what you have to do and hope eventually they'll quit calling it. But not in this case. They dropped the flag for the pass interference.
Well, these defensive backs have been getting torched all game long. And finally, a small measure of revenge here. That time the coverage downfield is excellent. And they're right there to battle for the football. And
that is caught. And he has now tied the record. Touchdown.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Here's Bass now for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's OBJ, Odell Beckham, who ends it with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Draw play, Carter. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New York. This will be fielded at the 17. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Allen. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Another touchdown here in the 4th quarter, and Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball, and sometimes even your special teams, and that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
Tyler Bass now for the point after. And before they can try the extra point, a flag comes out, and they're going to get tagged for a delay of game. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now a slightly more difficult attempt here from the 20. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's Deebo Samuel who caps things with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The offense for the Jets ready to take over. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days. That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Throwing is Rodgers. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New York. Fielded at about the 28. A very good return that time. 18 yards. The Bills ready to take over. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. And Allen is actually going to throw it here on the move to his left. Taking a shot for Samuel. And he's got it inside the 10. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the 4th, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Micah Parsons, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Bills, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Jets, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long from Buffalo.
I've been going hard from the night into the daylight, telling them all that yesterday's price is not the same price. Eating up what's for breakfast, I can tell you what it tastes like. Wake up and I see red and I still don't got no brake lights. Yeah, feeling super fly. I look in the mirror, see ambition in my eyes. Got more than one foot, love the way I drive. Yeah, I've been apprised, there's no need to be surprised. Go get her, yeah, you better go figure, baby, I'm a go get her, yeah, you better go figure, try and get a big stack in my bag, boy, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that, try and get a big stack in my bag, yeah, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that, Hey, never feeling the pressure, please not at all. I walk in when it's crunch time, leaves in the fall. Woman on me, only hit my name on a roll call. It's like there is no ground beneath my feet, I got no flaws. Still humble, but just don't get it confused. You know who I am, there's no need to introduce. I am one of...
Yeah. First off, my name Toad, but it's really Tobe Chuku. Got a BM that keep my season, that keep me fufu. Grew up wearing platinum fubu on the southwest eating fufu. And the hammer that I keep don't come with nails. Look, I ain't know who Bill Burr was until I met the man. Half my married to the street without a wedding band. I done peeped that all these rappers won't be secondhand. My pop said I'd be broke and barely eat. I should've bet the man. Yeah, cause I'm way, way, way up. Long ways from the days I evade valet stores. Couldn't pay nowadays. All the cake I make us is enough to buy about 100 trucks from Mercedes. I resage Chukwueze, then my babies. Label hit be trying to sway me, pay me. Wrote the game 2020, you can see it plainly. Can't nobody play me. I kill everything innately. At the helm of the mothership of drip, you can see me